Hello and welcome to Sweet Shot Games Dota 2 Role Number 5 Strategy Guide. Now, I've already covered in depth how to play the hard support role in one of my beginner guides, and so in this video I'll more so do a bit of an overview on how to play it and then maybe throw in a couple extra tips and tricks that you can do to improve your gameplay. So I'll throw in a link, so look for that if you want to find the more in-depth video. So the number 5 position is the hard support role, and this is often neglected in a pub game, but it is extremely important. And if you have one, it will increase your chances of winning, and if you don't, it'll extremely decrease your chances of winning. So if you are solo queuing and you want better chances of winning and your team always seems to be picking the carries and the other roles, you're just going to have to buck up and pick the support role and play and perfect it if you want to get more wins than losses. First of all, you're going to have to choose which hard support you play. Now, two of my favorites are Crystal Maiden and Lich, and that's because they are great early game supports, and Lich has an ability to sacrifice your own creeps, so you don't have to stack and pull as much. And then Crystal Maiden offers great early game aggression. However, once you get to know this game very well and all of the heroes, then you can begin to pick and choose your supports depending on your laning composition and your team composition as well as your opponent's composition, and just pick for the best situation. For example, if I see that my opponents have picked a bunch of heroes with big ultimates such as Reverse Polarity, Black Hole, and Poison Nova, I can pick up a support that might counter them, such as a Silencer who can globally silence all of them, or a Pugna who can put down one of his wards that deal damage based on the amount of mana that they use. So now that I've chosen my hero, I will have to get a career for my team and some wards for my team. Unless somebody else has opted to do that for me, then I'll have to get some sentry wards. Even if there isn't a invisible hero on your opponent's team, these will be great for de-warding your opponent's wards. Now, if you still have some extra gold after all of that, you could buy a smoke, which will allow you to roam and gank for your team, or you could pick up an extra tango or salve or clarity pot for your laning partner. Now, most of the time, you're going to have to take the safe lane with a hard carry, and you're going to have to make sure that he is able to easily farm in his lane and keep him safe. So you're going to a lot of times have to stack and pull the jungle creeps into the lane and pull your creep wave closer back towards your tower so that he can farm safely without being ganked. And then also you're going to have to provide vision with wards and other things to allow him to see if a gank is coming his way. And then you might have to harass the opponents in order to prevent them from harassing him. As a hard support, you're not going to get a lot of gold because you're going to give up the farm to your laning partner, whoever that might be. And so you're going to have to rely on stacking and pulling and getting assists and towers to provide you with some extra gold. So try to stick with some other easy to get support items like Arena Basilius, Urn of Shadows, or a Medallion of Courage perhaps. Medallion of Courage would actually give you some good amount of armor when you're not using the active. And then if you're focusing an enemy, this will give you an active that'll decrease their armor, allowing your hard carry to deal more damage to it. So those are some of the basics on a hard support, and like I said, you can check out my other video where I cover more in depth on the subject, but I think I'll make another video again on this subject and cover a few of the other things that you can do as a hard support. Anyways, thanks for watching.